How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Don't we sing how great is our God? Name above all names, worthy of our praise. My heart will sing how great is our God.
Today's lesson is a little bit different. We're going to teach you how to play a different arrangement to How Great Is Our God, which is obviously a beautiful worship song. And I want to start by saying that this arrangement is partially my own, but also hugely influenced by a good mate of mine, James Niua, who is just the most amazing keyboard and vocalist and praise and worship leader. So in this version, we are going to be playing in the key of A flat, because that's who I found this a cappella version of this woman singing in this key, but you can play this in any key, obviously. Okay, so it all revolves around this John Mayer riff of from Back to You, his song, and it's just a nice little riff that fits well with the song, I thought. So, first finger, if you're playing this in the key of A flat, first finger on the 6th fret of your D string here, and then on your 8th fret of your G string on the guitar, and then 9th fret of your B string. Okay, so those 3 fingers, okay? So you're going to pluck bass, G string, B strings, then you're going to slide your little finger down 1 fret, play that note, okay, that's 7th. Okay, so we're playing D, G, the strings, D, G, B, B, again, B string, okay, as it moves down from the 9th fret to the 8th fret, and then we play our high E string, which is being barred by our first finger here, like that. Okay, so that's going to be our pattern, and again, okay, and you can so the second time you can add this, which is quite nice. It's a pull off from the our 8th fret of our B string. Play the 8th fret of our B string, pull off with your little finger, and then play your G string. Okay, so B string once, pluck it once, pull off, and then G string. Okay, so if we put that together, break again, second time. Okay, a little bit there. Okay, and then we're going to play the same pattern again, but this time we're going to change to our F bass, okay, to make this F minor 11 chord. So F minor 9th chord, sorry. Same pattern, but this time instead of playing the D string bass, we are now playing our A string bass. Okay. Okay, so these 2 fingers don't move, but it's just we let go of our first finger. Instead, we use our middle finger on the A string there, okay, to play that bass. Okay, so second time. Okay, now we're gonna go. Okay, so same pattern, but our bass notes changed. Okay, so A string bass, G string, B string, drop the B string down 1, B string again, and then with our first finger, it's freed up to play the 6th fret of our highest string. Again. Okay, like that. If you want, you can do that again. Alright, next we're going to play, excuse me, we're going to play our D flat. Okay, and this is quite a cool shape to learn and remember if it's new to you. So to do this, you're going to put your middle finger on the 9th fret of your lower string. You're going to bar the 8th fret, all the strings except for the 2 lower strings. Okay, so bass there, bar. Okay, and then we're also going to use our ring finger on the 9th fret of your B string. Like that, okay? Okay, so we're going to go bass. Okay, this time instead of dropping a finger down, you just take off your ring finger to play that bar, because it's barring on the 8th fret. Then to play that high note, instead of reaching up here, we're going to reach up here with our little finger onto our 11th fret of the B. Okay, so we're getting into quite a stretch now, like that. Okay, then so we're going to play that once. Then the next chord is going to be our D flat with our E flat bass. Okay, so really in stretchy tone now. So ring finger is going to go to the 11th fret of your lower string. Nothing on the A string, but then little finger is going to go to your 11th fret of your D string. Middle finger is on the 10th fret of your G string. And then first finger is on the 9th fret of your B string. So this time, that note is still dropping down as always from our, where are we here? On the 9th fret to the 8th fret, but you're using your first finger to do that. So it's quite a stretch. Okay. It's going to take some practice. Then you can reach up with your little finger to play, or that's kind of a nice way to chicken out of the big stretch there. You can, and then just slide these two fingers up. Okay, so that chord there, but then you just let go of the bass notes and then just slide up your B and G strings, 2 frets, okay, for that E flat chord. Okay, is our God. Now, this is the cool part. James is the cool part. It's our God. We're going to do a little climb down. Okay, so our climb down here is we're going to do an A flat major 7. Okay, so barring the 11th fret, all the strings. Then our little finger on the 13th fret B string, middle finger 12th fret G string, ring finger 13th fret D string. Okay? Pluck that chord, move down to play our G minor 7 chord. Okay, so just bar the 10th fret, all the strings, and also add your little finger to the 11th fret of your B string. Okay, so pluck that. So we've got drop down 2 more frets. Okay, to the F minor 7. Then play pull off. So we're just plucking each of those notes, which is like basically our E flat chord. But we're just going to ignore the bass, like that. Okay, then the next part of it is, so we're doing a D flat chord. You might play it like that, and that's totally fine. Okay. C minor 7 chord, which is just like the G minor and the F minor, but now on our 3rd fret bar. Okay, so next is our B flat minor 7th chord, bar all of the strings on the 6th fret, that low E string bass, and then last we're going to reach up with our little finger onto the 8th fret of our high E and play our A string bass this time, which is going to be our E flat, okay, at the same time. Okay, so we're going. Alright, so put that together. Alright, and then you can repeat that run again. So you can play that in between the verses or the choruses, okay? So it's like a little instrumental run that will separate your verse and choruses together. Okay, so this little can be used for the verse and also the chorus. If you want to change it up a bit, you can then go to your, we can do some full chords, okay? So we can do our A flat. Great is our God, sing with me. This is the good passing chord, a C7 chord, which is just like this one, but here up here on the 8th fret. Sing with me how great. F minor is our God. Drop down 2 frets. jump up to play here on the, as a passing chord option, you can jump all the way up to the 11th fret, just bar all these strings, except for the low E, we just play that A string bass. Okay, so if I got, great is our God, sing with me how great is our God, no, see how great, excuse my singing. Now instead of our D flat here, we can replace that with the relative minor, which is going to be our B flat minor 7. Great, how great, which is our E flat 9. Great, which is just barring that chord that I showed you before, barring the 6th fret. Great is our God. Okay, then we can go back to swear, oh, our King, like so on and so forth. Okay, and that is the whole song. I hope you've enjoyed that little arrangement. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, remember we've got new songs like this coming out every Monday night and Friday night, so go and subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate that. Also check out our new channel where we post guitar related content that everyone can enjoy. Thanks again. God bless you guys. Much love and goodbye.